Tomato-kun used to start each day with a smile. He used to wake up excited to see his friends, excited just to exist in the soft, pastel little world he lived in. But things changed, slowly, quietly, until one morning, he woke up and felt nothing. The room felt dimmer. His bed felt heavier, and his chest felt tight in a way he couldn't explain. He lay there staring at the folds of his blanket, wondering why even blinking felt exhausting. He didn't want to bother anyone. He didn't want to be a burden. So Tomato-kun kept it all to himself, but every day, the weight inside him grew heavier. Broccoli-san noticed first. He always did. Tomato-kun was quieter. His sprout drooped lower, and the smile he always carried slowly disappeared. One afternoon, Broccoli-san gently placed a paw on Tomato-kun's shoulder, hoping it would help. But Tomato-kun just looked away. Chili-kun tried too, in his chaotic, fiery, playful way. He jumped, he twirled, he flicked his flame tail like a tiny firework, trying anything to make Tomato-kun laugh. But Tomato-kun didn't even lift his head. Then little Peanut-on waddled over, pacifier bobbing, and hugged Tomato-kun's leg with all his tiny pineapple strength. But even that didn't lift Tomato-kun's sprout. Everyone could feel it now. Tomato-kun was hurting, and he wasn't saying why. The next morning, Tomato-kun slipped away quietly. He walked alone down the pastel neighborhood street, past peach-colored houses and mint windows, past gardens blooming in colors he couldn't seem to feel anymore. The warm sky washed over him in soft orange light, but everything looked washed out, distant, muted. His sprout bent forward completely. He was tired in a way sleep couldn't fix. Tomato-kun found a lonely bench, sat down, and pulled his knees close. A single tear slid down his cheek as he whispered, barely audible, "Why can't I be okay? Even when I try." He didn't know someone was watching. Broccoli-san arrived first. His heart broke when he saw Tomato-kun curled up and trembling. Slowly, gently, he reached out and placed a paw on Tomato-kun's shoulder. The same gesture as before. But this time, Tomato-kun didn't pull away. Chili-kun came running after, flame tail dim for once. He sat down silently on the other side, his usual energy gone. Then Peanut-on waddled up the bench and leaned against Tomato-kun's arm. None of them asked questions. None of them forced him to speak. They simply stayed, and because sometimes silence needs company, not answers. Tomato-kun's breath shook as he felt their warmth surrounding him. Broccoli-san's steady presence, Chili-kun's quiet apology in the flicker of his flame, and Peanut-on's tiny heartbeat against his arm. It all made something inside him crack open. Without lifting his head, Tomato-kun whispered, "I'm tired. I'm trying so hard, and I still feel like I'm failing." Chili-kun lowered his head, guilt shimmering in his eyes. "I didn't know," he murmured softly. "I'm sorry if I made things worse." But Tomato-kun shook his head. "It's not your fault. I don't know how to carry this." And Broccoli-san, with a soft voice and steady heart, told him, "You don't have to carry it alone." Tomato-kun finally looked up, eyes glossy, sprout trembling, heart cracking open just enough to let warmth in. Minutes passed, maybe hours. But in that quiet moment, held gently by the friends who refused to leave, Tomato-kun felt something he thought he'd lost. A tiny spark of warmth. Not happiness, not energy, just a little light. His sprout, once flat and lifeless, lifted just a few degrees. Small but real. A sign that he wasn't giving up. He was tired, but still here, and no longer alone. When they finally stood, Broccoli-san offered his paw. Tomato-kun hesitated, then took it. Chili-kun brushed off the dust clinging to Tomato-kun's fur. Peanut-on held his tail gently, like a toddler holding a caregiver's hand. Together they walked toward the sunrise, a sky glowing with peach, rose, and gold. Tomato-kun looked up for the first time that day. He breathed in the light. He wasn't healed yet. He wasn't suddenly okay. But he was moving again. And that was enough. Healing doesn't happen in one moment, but every small step, every shared silence, every gentle hand brings you closer to yourself again.